Karishikama karikikama karikishiyama kakakasiyama kaka. Kama karishiba kakakopesiyama papapakakakakishiyama karipikirishia. Koma kasiyama kareyama makarema mama tikaripikirishiyama kakapakishikirama kasiyama. Halimalakalila malamalakarishiya. Lemalakalamalakarishiya makane kirisiya wawikishiya. Hamakari abakarishiya kakabakasiya mama papa kishiya mama kareya mama pakarishiya kamakasiya makarishiya mama kishiya wakisiya po karishiya mama kakasiya karisiya kapaka kashiwa kanamakasiya limaka kamaka Kushia kasia mama paka kuku kakashia kapakasia kari ukri sabi kawia papaka yupakishia kamakasia rikishia kakawa yukishia wapakasia mama kawakashia kamake kiki kapakara ramakarashia pakasia Kama kariyama kama mumu kusi wikishi amaka papakawa hikemesi amamaka shi wakasi amakama kishi wakasi amaka amaka karere pare kishi wo bakati bakarishi wo kama kadika pashi katisi mama kama mama kishi wawa wakasi pupu kishi Mama kashia wa kasiya Maria bakasiya makarishia wa asiya bakaka papa kashia kama kashia Daylight and night meet together, the dark and light join, integrate. The holy system is whole, one. Activating more fully now the new DNA light codes within, streaming the new light down into us. These new codes, activating codes within us. The light I am seeing and the way it's been shown to me that it's working, that it's activating, that it's integrating. And it's really fast how it's bringing up any old dents and releasing them from our body really, really fast. It's really like bang, 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 everything coming up and just, it's almost like I'm being shown it's just disintegrating. It's like it's really transmuting fast. These new light codes that are activating within us, and I'm being told it's a holy system. It's just really it's broad. It's activating all around the globe. It's activating everywhere. It is getting into everyone and any human existence that is activating, and they're leveling up in their own way. We're all at different levels, so it'll be viewed from the physical eyes, they're telling me, very different to what we perceive it to be. So it will and it may not even feel real. It may not even seem real. There's going to be more chaos in terms of how people perceive chaos and what's happening with one another's lives, where we would think that's chaos, but this is pure holy activation is what I'm getting through really strongly. Karamakashia mabakashia wabakashia wabakashia pakaria maka makamaka bakar kereshia kama karake bakare kamaka kashia wa kashiko wakashia mamaka wa kamaka shia wa kasamakaya wakashia wa kama karake makarshia wa babakashia mabakash kush So my body is just really on fire at the moment, like bringing down these activations and codes and delivering us from these darker energies and density. It's just pulling us out and pulling us up. And in terms of like when people would say delivering us from evil, it's that they're saying it is, that is what we would resonate with when we say those words. And just they're saying, just be still, more still. Please be still. Do not rush. Do not enter into the rushed activities that you would normally do. I wish you could see me, what my actions that they're actually showing me. And but I'm not on video at the moment with this. But they're saying that just please be still more and allow us to integrate these light codes, these light activations. It's like it's codes that are already to be activated within us, deep in our DNA and our cellular structure. But we just, it's like pushing up and transmuting those other dormant, those like sort of dormant, dead, the old, the dense. So bringing it up, and it's shown to me like it's the power and magnitude behind this process is huge. Like it's like they're showing me in a way that humans understand and can get it, and it's like it's just like it's almost like it's what they're showing me is that it's coming in from the base up sort of thing. So in terms of like I'm really getting this, and what I'm doing within my actions, what they're showing me, it's just pulling it up and out of us from the bottom up, from the base up. Whatever you visualize and see, they're saying when I'm saying these words, when I talk about the base up, because all the human words have a different meaning to what really is interpreted and happening, they're saying. So it's the lots, as they say, remember, lots of advice, lots of help is being given and comes through to us, but it's how the human that is reading that interprets that, and sometimes they can interpret it wrong, or when we say wrong, they can misinterpret it into a different way because their ego comes into play with that, and it's a subconscious emotion that's like wants it this way or that way, and that's and so unconsciously sometimes we interpret what we're being shown or told, more so being told. They're saying this is why a lot of us are really good, we're seers, and a lot of us are really good at being shown. We can visualize, we can see exactly, we can transport and teleport ourselves to that place where we are being shown. So we read the energy and we're also being shown exactly how it is. And this is better than words, because words are the human language, and that can be very confusing the way we try and interpret that. So Karishima Kasiyama Vapakarishia Wakabasiyama Mavakari Pakarishia do Didi Pakarishia Bakarakisia Makakashia do to Kakapakarikishia Makaba Koma Papakashia Mama Makari Magrisha Bakarisia Mama Vaparishi. My body is just like burning up, and it's just now they're leading me into Kakabakashiyama by being your true self. And don't let go of your true self to Bakashia makarikisia mamamamankanamankanishi. Always stay true to yourself. Kapakashia. So what I'm being told and shown here is that a lot of us still doubt ourselves in our abilities, in what the information we do get. We still seek externally too much by reading articles on social media, by listening to videos, by taking on other people's programming is what I'm getting, because so it has to resonate with you. So that definitely is a source of information. I'm being told that you can seek when you really do need to still, if you're in an energy where you can't find it within you and you are growing and evolving and you're still learning on ways to integrate and ways to be able to figure out what's going on within you and find that, so definitely through self-love. So I'm being shown and told that so this is still yes, you can seek information, however be so discerning and true to what resonates with your heart. And they're saying it's like a ping. I'm getting ping ping ping. It's like this ping. You'll know when something just really like pings in your soul, that it resonates so deeply. So sometimes they're saying we can kind of overlook things and we can think that's what our soul is telling us, but it's really a subconscious ego outcome or thought of a reality that we want or we are in fear of. It's more they're saying it's the fear. So fear has a way of presenting itself in different ways, and it may not be always as we perceive it as fear. So really go within and know your heart and soul. And there's a feeling, you'll know that feeling. It's that absolute resonance of home, of knowing, of love, of whether it's, whether no matter what it is that you are dealing with, whether it's a person, a place, a thing, a situation, it's because it's coming from you, and you will know with your body, your energy, it's all about the energy, if you totally resonate 100% with that. So don't just take when you're confused and going through difficulties and you're unsure. It's still about really accessing your heart and soul. And if you're unsure, then seek the information of how to access your heart and soul, which is through your deeper self-love work. So part of, as they're saying, like part of my journey here to help others is through my deeper understanding of self-love through my experiences, and also for the work I have put out there and help people with. And there is a lot of they're showing me there's a lot of layers, but they're showing me there's also levels where people will feel that they have obtained self-love in every way and every level, but it's about going deeper, because as you reach a level, then there might be something else that will come up in a different area of your life, whether it's, people pleasing, boundaries, whatever it is, that you will have to, they're saying to me, people don't see it in every day. It's like a default mechanism that they're not used to actually picking up on. So this all comes back to self-love. And as I say, self-love is the key to humanity ascension on this planet, and we all talk about it, and it's become a bit of a topic of conversation, but unfortunately it's still taken too lightly, and people don't see the depth of it, of how deep you really got to go. And this is what they're sort of telling me and asking me to bring through. So this has a lot to do with our activations within, and our light being and our codes, and upgrading, our DNA, everything that is coming in now. So there's a level of discipline, they're saying, like there will be an absolute level of self-discipline where we have to really, really stay within that self-love and not let anyone or anything or any situation derail us from that, in speaking our truth, being honest with ourselves, integrity I'm hearing, and really staying true to ourselves. They're saying situations where people will be in their truth and then someone or something out of the blue will derail them because they just either don't want, they come up against that energy again, where they just want to retreat, or they don't want to be in their truth with it, or they want to speak up to that particular person, or whatever it is. So this is what I'm being shown. This is a really fast activation. Normally I do a lot of slower sort of speaking and work, but whew, this one's on fire. And I'm still, you can't see me, but I'm moving my hands, and I'm actually I'm shifting energy while I'm speaking and while this is coming through. They're having me move my hands in a very different ways. It's, I wish I could actually have it on video, but anyway, this is how God presented it to be. This is how my higher self, what I was guided to do. Click the record button. Hope this is recording. So intense light activations at the moment for everyone on the planet. And this message, they're saying, has been brought through a lot, that there's still a lot that need to hear it. And when you're wondering why things are crashing down around you or things are not going right, it's about pushing through that. Because every time we push to that next level, that next layer, there will be some type of energy. And they're saying, even if it's just a small energy, there will be an energy inside of us that has been dormant is what I'm hearing, that'll be relating to an old toxic pattern or a 3D reality, or a situation that's come along with all the programming, conditioning, people pleasing, not caring for ourselves, not putting ourselves first, looking after ourselves, nothing to do with the self-love. So those little bits will have to come up, that density in your body. We have to transmute it. We cannot transform into the higher 5D, 6D, 7D, 8D and more energies unless we have cleared out all the lower vibrational density energy in our body. If they're saying, if you get light, if you speak light language, if you get light activations, if you tune in and please speak it, please put it out there, because every time you allow yourself to connect and be able to transmute this, it'll bring you into a greater power. I'm hearing greater power with oneself and your connected ones, family, those soul family. I'm being guided to mention to the bakari kamakashima kase wakari kabaka bakari amaka kawakashi bakari bakari shima kareka baka krepikish. Okay, so the shimakan and the reason why there is a huge culling of people or friends, family around you that you're shedding at the moment and needing to deactivate these ties with, detach from these energies, is because these people are not coming through with you on your journey at the moment, on your soul path, and they may pop up again later in your life depending on their journey, but at the moment, it's time to let them go. So that person that you know you don't resonate with on that vibration anymore, that person that you know that wants to reach out to you all the time and talk to you about things. So anybody that anyone that is so what I'm being shown is, okay, I'm trying to bring this through fast enough, but what I'm being shown is that any people that are, okay, so I'm going to break this up into two people. So people that work in the spiritual so those of us that kind of work as a business within the spiritual path in terms of light working, okay, being out there, making a living, I guess, from that's that using it, doing it as a business in terms of whether it's coaching, so readings and etc. So we're gonna they're showing me in two separate ways. Okay, so let's go for the other way first. So those of you that do not do this as a business and you're whether you're on your ascension path yet or not, whether you think you're awake yet or not, although if you are listening to this and you've found me and you're on my channel and you're listening to this, then most likely you obviously already are. Any type of family, friends, situations, you must now only resonate with those people that are on your level. Pardon me, you must only have those people in your energy. So they're on your level or higher. Okay, so anyone that is pulling you down, that drains your energy, they're saying it's time to let go. And even they're showing me the ones that you might really love somebody, as a friend. You might say, they might be a best friend, or it might be a family member that you really adore, and they're telling me if they're not coming on this journey with you, you will know. You'll know by now, because everyone that is coming on your soul path journey with you now, no matter what your soul path looks like, whether you are here to live a different type of life. I'm not talking about the people that are out on platforms and publicly known. I'm talking about everybody. So you will know whether they need to be in your life anymore, and if they're coming on your journey with you, you'll know deep in your soul. And what I'm being shown is it is a lot of people in ego that are not letting go of these people, family, places, friends, old energy situations, to move forward, because they're like, oh, they'll need me, or are they codependent on me, or, I can't leave them, or what will they do? And in lots of situations, they're clinging on. They're clinging on, in some ways using manipulation, emotional manipulation and techniques of, but you light up my world, or you're always there for me, or I just need to talk to you, or, you lift my vibration, all of that. So whatever and whoever resonates to come forth with you in your path now, and they're on your soul journey from here on out, because we're on the home stretch now in terms of like the 2020 portals open is what they're reminding me to say already. 2020 is huge. We do not even know, even the light workers, they're saying, don't know the impact of what 2020 is going to be. It's going to be so huge. So this is from here on out now, it's like the people that are meant to be in your life for the rest of your life as part of your soul tribe and your journey will go through now to these new gateways with you. Those that are not meant to be there now won't go through now. And it doesn't mean that they won't join you later. It's just how it is now. And this is needed right now. So it's time to really enforce that, they're saying, and let that go. Let that shit go. Actually, they're not saying that the people, they're saying that energy has to go. And those Kushimagane that are working as a business and maybe working with clients, again, you have to discern who you want to take on as a client, because obviously they're going to be at a lower frequency than you because they're seeking your help in most cases. So as long as no one's affecting your energy where they're taking and draining, so be very discerning. And I'm being reminded to come back to set those boundaries for yourself and what's right for you. Don't worry about the money. Don't take on people because you're thinking it's an extra client or money. Because when you make that choice to choose yourself always, your higher self and crew and God will always assist you with that next door opening. You're never going to be left. So when you need to pull back and stop to conserve your own energy, to really protect your own energy, pull back. But they want me to share that we are now, the people from here on out that are in our lives are going through with us, and the ones that are not will move away. And if we as individuals do not make that choice to let go of them and detach from those people, then something will happen with divine intervention according to divine God will plan, they're saying, and our blueprint, our contract of our soul path, and those people will be removed. So intense time at the moment. With this happening, intense time with this happening in terms of they're saying, those that will not let go are being coming in, and it's almost like they're cutting. They're showing me is it's like you, if you imagine yourself in a circle of light, and you imagine people around you in that circle, and if you imagine them, what they're showing me is they're all reaching out with their hands trying to grab hold you every different way. Come here, and then this one over there, and they're trying to grab you in every different direction. And when you detach from one, then another's grabbing hold, and you detach from that. And it's that sort of situation, whether it's work, people, relationships, places, situations, family, friends, whatever it is. So what they're showing me is now there's like the great divide on being, and they're not saying it in the terms of separation. They said there is no separation, but it's a divide as in for people to truly get back on their path. So I'm seeing that it's like a light shield will come down, and these people are moving out from you, and you'll be shielded, and then they will pull their arms back, and they're just watching and looking, and they just know. So there's an absolute knowing of those that are that are not on their path or on their path but are still got this chaos going in their lives. There's going to be an intervention, a divine intervention, a God intervention. Because they're also saying those people that are clinging on are not, it's again seeking externally, and they are not on their path. They're not finding their way through their heart and soul, their own way on their path. Okay, that is very, very intense. There's a lot of energy running through me at the moment. It's just calming down. A lot of stuff activating. I've been going through a lot of stuff myself, pulling out stuff and transmuting that energy. And I have not really wanted to or felt drawn to do any type of channelings, light work. So, but it's like I've been in a period of period of a hermit stage, like a preparation. Like I am being shown the caterpillar and the butterfly again, and it's like I've gone through another deeper transformation in myself, a deeper level and layer, rising up again to a higher frequency. And from experience, I can share that I've had some of these situations where things are being shown to me that I've had to let go of and transmute that energy, and just old 3D stuff. And for me it's been more, there's been a little bit that's mine, but most of it actually was everyone else's around me, and it was like they were coming to me and involving me as a third party and all this sort of stuff that had nothing to do with me. So and I've had to really be shown by God, by divine, that where I need to set these boundaries and cut that out, and I choose my path, choose my divine path, my union with myself, my union with my beloved, in every way, shape, form. So emotionally, spiritually, so energetically in every way, physically, mentally. So it's really about integration, and really seeing, because they're wanting me to share with you a situation that I had where even when I was standing in my personal boundaries and I was taking back my power and I was choosing for me, and I was very in the energy of awareness with all of this, and this is how I was responding to the situation. But I was but that other person around me was absolutely trying to change my mind or change the outcome, or because it's from the place of what they wanted and where they were. So you still have to stand in your power and walk away from that, even if they physically try to pull you back or hold you back or hold you down or anything in any way. You have to really take back your power and do what is right for you. And a lot of people might, again, to share, there's people around you will not be at your level of vibration in terms of if they are still coming from their own wounds and fears and insecurities, then they will try and attach that to you and blame you or put some type of guilt onto you. And so I've had a couple of situations over the last few weeks where it wasn't even my situation, and it had nothing to do with me, and I was being brought into it, but also a situation where people, just all of that sort of stuff. So you have to really stand in your power, and these might seem like tests, and they kind of are, because you still have to, in every way, shape or form, you have to choose yourself and choose to take back your power, to not worry or be in fear or care about what anyone else is going to say or do, or because everybody has to be responsible for themselves and their own actions that way. So if someone's codependent on us, then it's actually not doing them any favors either, because you're not teaching them to take their power back and do everything that we teach. So this is why we have to really be mindful of all of that situation, is what I'm being guided to say. Obviously someone needed to hear that out there at the moment. And for me, I've pulled back a lot from social media and filming and doing all that and being in this hermit mode while I was transmuting this energy and dealing with this, because for me, I could see the bigger picture, that I wasn't just breaking down my stuff that was coming to me. The reason I was brought into a lot of these situations is because I was helping others break down and remove their old programming. So these were people around me where some of them weren't coming through with me on my some family members weren't coming through with me on my journey now, and others were, so they needed to level up. So basically that's it. They needed to level up in terms of, and I was helping them level up, because the term your soul tribe, when you're on your path and you are to be fully aligned, is what I'm hearing from God now, with what you're doing, you need to be surrounded by people that resonate with that and understand and doing that for themselves as well. So this is a huge time of change, they're saying, in terms of the people that will be in your lives. And it's not about, what they're saying is that for now you have to just go through and leave those behind, and they may catch up, and people that are meant to be in your life will always be in your life, maybe at a later date, maybe they're just not meant to be anymore. But it's kind of like they're saying, it's sort of not your decision from ego to choose whether they are or aren't. It's what your heart and soul chooses, because they know. And I'm still being guided to shift this energy through, like if you could see my hands shifting, and what they're having me do at the moment. So it's the awareness, having the awareness. So I was very deep in my awareness of what was happening. So I was responding, not reacting to it. So whenever anything happened, and it was some pretty heavy shit that went down, I was able to respond and help that person to make a choice of whether they wanted to respond to me or react to me in a fiery ego 3D way. And some did and some didn't. And so I just had to diffuse that. And how I actually, can I just say and they've been guiding me to mention this, how I diffused it was completely standing in my power and honouring the divine feminine. So I was honouring the feminine in terms of actually, there wasn't a rant, rave or anything like that. It was you will honour me and I will not be spoken to like that, or I will not take that, or and it was me really stepping into that and saying, whatever the situation was, whether you're saying to them, this is me now, this is my true self, or this is my work, or this is my path, or whatever it is, it was about, I'm honouring myself. You are an individual, you have your life, I have my life. We are coexisting, in each other's lives for a reason right now, but this is, so it was a lot of stuff to break down. And the people I was dealing with, most of them were not awake or on their path, or they might have been awake, but even just really not understanding and still very heavily embedded in the matrix world. So it was kind of interesting, because I was shown that people that still have no awareness at all of what's going on are being pushed to awaken, and it is confusing to them, but it's also, you know what it's like when we wake up and we're like, what the fuck's going on? So, oh my God, really? I'm awake? And then you want to go run around and help everyone else awaken because you see the bigger picture of everything, and then everyone thinks you're a lunatic and they just don't want to have a bar of it. But this is all part of it, hey? Part of the process. And so they're reminding me to tell you that it's never a physical thing, is what I'm hearing. It's like their reactions, they're just their emotions from their fear and from their ego. In every situation I had, I could see that that person, I could actually read, because I can read the energy very well, so I could read straight away where their fear was coming from someone else, where they were projecting stuff onto me. So and so this is going to happen. We can't run off into the wilderness and pitch a tent and be on our own, which some days I'm sure we'd all love to do, but it's this time is about merging. It's merging the physical world and the spiritual. We're multidimensional beings living in a multidimensional universes and reality, and it's about merging that now. So notice I didn't say a 3D world, because there'll be no more 3D. There will be no more 3D because Earth is vibrating at 5D and above. So like I say to people, if we don't shift on up to match those frequencies, then people will leave the planet. They will leave, their soul will go, because you cannot, we're all energy. We are all energy, and you cannot survive and live in a energetic dimension that does not exist anymore. So if the 3D energies do not exist anymore, and that's what's happening now, everything's breaking down, and there's so many people awakening on the planet and moving on up in consciousness. So those lower vibrational energies will no longer exist. You cannot live in a vibration that does not exist, a frequency that does not exist. So those frequencies are no longer there. So it's about leveling up. And to level up, we have to bring out this density in our body and move forth. We have to really stand in our power and know what's true for us. And that's something that I have not always been able to do. I'm definitely going to say that. I've experienced all these things I'm talking about. So I'm not here just dictating when I haven't experienced it myself. And this is why Spirit has us go through a lot of stuff ourselves. If we're out there helping others, and that's part of our path as light workers, then we usually go through a lot ourselves, because that's the only way that we can really truthfully bring forth the depth, I want to say, of it all. And so deeper heart activations and opening of the higher heart going on at the moment has been for so long, and it's getting more intense and more intense. And those situations I was talking about before with people and maybe jobs and relationships and situations in your life, because that's really intense at the moment. So that is going to keep happening if people keep ignoring or walking away or trying to if they're trying to not step in their power and face their power. So for me, I'm just being guided to share that I had a business situation where I had it was a man that was that I was dealing with through business, and he's always been very intimidating towards me, very condescending, bullying, very much from the old, women should just like, I don't even want to deal with women, dumb, women don't know anything, like I only want to deal with men. And he so I had to really, it's been like a year-long process of me really standing in my power and him not bypassing me because I'm a woman. So this was, I'm not going to go into the personal details of it, but I've had a lot of stuff happen along the way where, you know, I actually would just pull back, and I just because I'm like, oh, I can't deal with this at the moment, because it's just he's such, you know, we kind of say, like, anyone that's in the real 3D matrix, and it's easy to walk away. So, but the universe brought the situation where it all came to a head, and I had to really own it, and I really had to step in my power as a woman and as a divine feminine, and I really had to step up, and I was breaking down a lot because he was doing the same with others. So I was kind of picked, I guess, to be the one that would come up against him and break down a lot of that, those patterns and cycles. So it's been a difficult time in that sense, but I've had to really push through that, and everything that he threw back at me, I've had to really push through that. So these are ways that we're changing situations, and I've been heavily guided, obviously, like extremely guided in my responses and how I deal with things, and at some point it did involve a lawyer and sort of things. So it's just pushing through. So if you have these situations or anything going on in your world, just be fully guided and push through. Don't give up. Don't give up. If you're connected and you know that it is, you'll have the awareness of why it's happening. And even at that time, if you don't have the higher, bigger perspective of, of what's happening. Like for me, as much as it was hard going through it, every single time something happened, I immediately saw what it was, the bigger picture. Okay, I did see that, but it didn't mean, but to get from here to that bigger picture, I had to do what I had to do and to push through those energies. So these lower energies, these matrix energies, the vibrational field and frequency that everything's been in, that will be pushing back. You know, when something amazing happens, you might think, oh gosh, and now something like this is happening, you know, and then you have to really push through the polarity, you know, of that. So I've just had so much energy going through me, like I was on fire. So I'm now just, so I think we'll end it there. I'm getting from divine, from God, you've done well. That's a great message. So, okay. So we're going to leave it there. I'm being told more to come, but again, what I'm also being just asked to share, they say, is go with your body, your feelings. When you need to transmute stuff, like if you need to go into that caterpillar mode, that hermit mode, just really give yourself time to do that. And they're saying there is a lot of people that talk about this and say, yes, okay, I'll do this, but they really want to share the importance of how they integrate. So a lot of our integration with people that are busy and don't stop and have and connect and all that comes in our sleep, through our dreams. But they really want people to take responsibility, to see the bigger picture of bringing in these light codes, updating their DNA, their cellular structure, everything. And they said really just if you can take that time away, no matter what anyone thinks or whatever's going on. And I'm hearing really specifically, so some of you may need to hear this, that though it's about job. So those that are in a job that is not serving them, that is not lighting their soul up every day when they go, that is not, if it's just there because, I get paid well, or they're in a rut is what I'm getting told. It's like, some people are like, oh, it's not so bad. Some of the people I work with are nice. If you know that your job is not your path, is not truly what you signed up for, and you'll know in your heart and soul, if it does not light your soul up with a big hell yes, this is my path, I am being my divine feminine or masculine and playing my role of that divine masculine feminine, it's serving me in every single way, and I know this is what I'm meant to be doing. If this is not what you're feeling, then it is time to leave, is what I'm being shown for some of you out there. So it's time to bite the bullet and saying, and leave and quit that job and move on to what does light your soul. And what they're showing me is that when that saying of when one door closes, another opens. So don't wait for the door to open before you quit, and before you take that. You have to take that leap of faith, is what I'm being told. So don't. A lot of humans, they'll say that, and it's coming up from my throat now. I can feel my throat chakra tingling, and there's a lot of tingles going on, a lot of things. So it's obviously a lot that are a bit afraid to speak their own truth and speak their love, their energy, is what I'm hearing. Their which I'm just bringing through what's coming through. So I'm feeling like when I say their energy, so you'll know in the energy. So everything's energy. So is when you speak your words, is that the energy of your truth? So there's, and I'm hearing the word nonchalant. So just don't be nonchalant about it all and like, oh, this will just do and this will serve me for now. And no, all of that's going and it'll be ripped out from under you, they're saying, if you don't make that choice first. So they're saying the light will guide the way. The light will guide the way. The light will guide you. And you will know. And so it's time to bite the bullet, as they said, and leave whatever's not serving you. Whether it's, I'm hearing now, jobs, family, friends, relationships, places you live, what you've even, and they're saying what you've even got lined up, like some people plan for the next year, or might plan holidays, or might plan, somewhere to do something, or might be planning to marry someone, or you might be planning to have a family, whatever it is. They're saying that all of that will be cut away. So what they're saying is whatever or a doing or a planning that is not serving you and lighting you up in the most magnificent soul way, through heart, through soul, through passion, through joy, through love, through self-honor and self-respect, anything that's not doing that, you need to walk away from now, which is what I'm hearing really strongly. And don't be afraid, because it's about having a leap of faith and trusting and having faith that the universe is trying to deliver to you what is right for you, what is your higher purpose, whatever that is, whatever path you're on, or whatever is the universe is bringing in for you, whatever God has chosen for you, and you chose as God as well before you came in, whatever you chose, your higher ones, God, divine source, creator consciousness source, God is trying is moving those things out of your way now. So the doors will be open. Do not fear. That is what I'm getting. So maybe some of you needed to hear that out there, to just move through. So a lot of us that have been on this path for quite a while, we've already honoured ourselves in that way by moving away from the 3D jobs that we know we're not meant to be in. And if you could be still on your spiritual path, but meant to be in a type of role like that as maybe a doctor or nurse or teacher or whatever. But if I knew for my path, that wasn't for me, and other light workers out there, we all know what is your path. So what they're showing me is that it is time now to follow that path. And those that are in situations in their life, no matter what it is, that is not honouring and serving them and their path, it's time now to shift. And there's a lot of divine intervention to help you do that. And trust that and have faith that those doors will be open to you in the most miraculous way. I'm hearing like miracles, miracles, miracles. And in fact, this morning when I woke up, I felt a lot of energy had cleared within the collective, and myself, my own energy. And I felt that what I was getting is, are you ready for miracles? Are you ready for miracles? Are you ready for miracles? Because divine intervention now for all of us, like the miracles are going to start showing up. The miracles are going to start showing up. So some of you are already chosen, and in terms of work or relationships or whatever, you're already on your path and you already know and you've cleared all that out. But there still could be, just also look at, and those that don't, they're saying that haven't, do that now. And the ones that have already, look at just other areas in your life then where to make sure that where you're choosing yourself in every way. So again, it could be situations where people, like I said, are still coming at you with things, or it's like from external situations. And sometimes we need to even move away from an area. So I know for me, they're wanting to share that I get guided to move around quite a bit, because I've known for quite a few years now that I'm working a lot on opening light portals as we go. Our energy's opening light portals, and but also I'm being guided to different places. I follow where I'm guided. So since 2015, I have followed my soul's guidance, where to be, where to live, where to go. And I've pretty much, I've, in all that time I've only put down roots for like 18 months solidly, but other times I've moved around. So this is, if that's your part, and what your life looks like to anyone else doesn't matter. Okay, so because some people, we're all here to do different things. And the old paradigm way of thinking of, you've got to have a house, you've got to have a base, you've got to be married, you've got to be this, you've got to be that. Like all of this programming, that's all programming. And that's all now going out of the system is what I'm hearing. It's all going. It's actually already gone, but it's now just breaking down in the physical reality. Yeah, so you'll probably see, they said, if you don't have to look too hard, they're saying, in everyone's situation around, to see it's breaking down. Whether it's through your life, someone else's life, whatever, you can see it moving and breaking down. And they're having me move energy through with my hands while I'm doing this. So lots and lots and lots breaking down and clearing out those old energies. So I think I'm going to leave it there now, but obviously I needed to put that bit on the end. They're saying there's people quite depressed and coming into a depression state because they're trying to hold on to the old and they're not trusting and letting go and having faith with the new. And again, they're showing me it's about I keep hearing, taking the leap of faith, the leap of faith, the leap of faith. It's about following your own, because your power is your inner power. That is your guidance. That is your intuition, your knowing, but it also is your full divine power and light. So when we trust that and we know, okay, this is no longer serving me, so I'm going to leave this now, and I know a new door's going to open for me. And that's divine power. That is your inner divine power as a light being. As a light being, as a multidimensional being. So when we sit and we do this, this is not serving me anymore, but I've got to pay the bill, so I won't leave that until something else comes up. That is 3D ego. That's the old slavery template. So you must trust, because when you have that faith and trust, that's energetically you're leveling up. And then the divine, the universe can match that. God can match that in opening that new paradigm for you, okay, that you can step into. So have that faith, have that trust. And I know some of you are probably saying, yeah, easy for you to say. No, it's not easy. I've been there, I know. It's difficult. I stayed stuck for years and years. So this is why I can say this and help people, because I've been through it and experienced it. And I'll tell you now, whether abundance for me always showed up. It may not have always been in the form of money. It may have been in the form of someone allowing me to stay at their place and I didn't have to pay rent. Or it may have been in the form of, someone else buying me something or whatever. Abundance is not just about money. It comes in a lot of different ways. Okay, in a lot of different ways. But when I stepped into that and I trusted, I was always looked after. Always looked after. And always guided. I mean, I'm not saying that when you step on your path, you come into a whole lot of money. That's definitely not the case. And I know a lot of people say that is the case. It's not always the case, I should say. But you take that leap of faith, the universe will always provide for you in the way you need to. And your path will show up in the way it's meant to show up. So for me, I know how everything's gone in terms of abundance or money or whatever, what I've had to experience. Okay. All right. I think I need to stop now. I've just got so much coming through me. Still, I could keep going and going and going. Okay, thank you for everyone for listening. And I might even see if there's more later, because it's just running through me still. Okay. Thank you. Take care, and love, light, and blessings to you all. And I know it's not all about with love and light. I'm not saying that. It's about the most powerful transformation on your ascension path is when you're pulling out that stuff and transmuting that, is when you're getting to the depths of your shadow work or your darkness, whatever you call it, and you're pulling that out. When you stand in your power, when you confront that person, or when you leave that job, or when you leave that relationship that's not serving you, or whatever it is that does not light up your soul, it's not coming from your soul or your divine truth. It's about standing in that power. When you put your self-love before everything else, and honor, self-honor and self-respect, and you stand in that and you set those boundaries and you honor that yourself. So often we're too busy trying to make sure other people honor that for us, but you have to honor that yourself, because no people outside of you are not going to honor that. Some will, but there'll be a lot that don't. So it's up to you. It's about you that honors that, honors your self-boundaries and the power you have to change a situation, the power you have to transmute that energy, the power you have to do that light activation, to bring forth that light, okay, to clear out the crap. That's the power in that, in your mind, you knowing as well. So it's mind, body, spirit all together, and having that power to do that. Not being worrying about what other people say, which has been one of my issues for a struggle along the way, I must say, and it's about really stepping into that power And also knowing, as they're guiding me to say, that it's okay if other people don't understand your path. It's okay if other people don't understand what the hell you're doing. It's okay if people think, if they're coming from ego or they're jealous or they think, oh, look at her or him. Who do they think they are? Doesn't matter. You are the way shower. You are the one that is showing the way. You are the leader. You are the light worker. You are the star seed. You're the twin soul, soul flame, whatever path you have here, whatever we are, okay? You are one of the leaders. And this is something that I have struggled with too. Okay? Because when we've been people pleasers all of our lives, that shit's hard to break down sometimes, So it's just constant work. And in terms of, I won't say work. It's being productive to really stand more and more in your power and stand up for what is your truth and what is your knowing. And I'm going to leave it there with saying, as one of my favourite quotes that I always say is, your soul comes first. Your soul is your GPS. Let it guide the way. Okay, thank you, beautiful ones. Much love to you all. Take care and talk to you next time.